Welcome to the top 10 amenities your Airbnb needs in 2025. All of these items are guaranteed to give you a solid return on your Airbnb property, and some of these can be done on the super cheap. My name is Sean Rakijic. I've been a host for over 10 years. This is the largest and best YouTube channel to learn Airbnb in the world, and my students have made over $1 billion. So hit that subscribe button today. I'd love to have you with us in that $1 billion Hall of Fame. Let's get to number one. My friends, leading the charts at number one is a ring-lit vanity mirror. This mirror is more than just a vanity mirror if you use it the right way. Let me give you two scenarios. There are travelers who absolutely need to do their makeup before they go out, so they need a makeup station. Any regular mirror by the window won't do. When you mount this on the wall behind a desk, that desk becomes a makeup station. You get a 2-for-1 benefit. Plus, the ring light can help someone on a Zoom meeting get better front lighting on their face. This product is inexpensive and it goes a long way. Make sure to show it in your photos so people know that you've got a well-lit desk and a makeup station for going out. And number two, coming back from last year's list, is a king bed. Now, the reason why this matters is because very recently Airbnb updated their platform to include a button for king bed. Less than half of Airbnbs have a king bed. Did you know that? So for a very small price compared to a queen size bed, you could upgrade to a king, give a more luxury experience, a higher perceived quality, but you get the added benefit of that protection for when somebody clicks king size bed and everything else goes away, you still show up in search. Editor's note for you, this is 2025. You can't just have a king size mattress. That bed has to look nice. So make sure that you have a nice headboard, maybe a platform bed or a sleigh bed, something like that to give the room a feel. They say that a couch makes the space in the living room. Well, the bed frame absolutely makes the space in the bedroom. Don't skimp on either. People want a beautiful, comfy sleep when they stay at your place. Number three isn't just one product that you can buy. It's an approach to how you set up your place. Experiential design. Let's look at some listings here. Let's just show some photos. Experiential design is defined by this truth. If someone was going to stay at your place, will they have a memorable experience? Can you get just a little more creative, put in just a little more effort on your home and get a huge return? Well, the answer is yes. Use these examples as a guide. Make a Pinterest wall, but realize you don't have to have a big space to be experiential. Look at this little guest suite right here. It's basically just a bedroom, but they did a great job making a beautiful space in just 4 walls. Be inspired and get creative, and your guests will thank you. Number four, sit in this one a while and think about it. It's a soaking tub. If you've ever traveled anywhere that claims to be luxury, you will always get a soaking tub. A lot of people live in small apartments or have downsized. They have stand-up showers. This is actually a change of pace for most people, and they're going to reach for it if you have one. Go beyond just having the soaking tub and show the experience in your photos. Get one of the soaking tub trays that go across the top with candles and a glass of wine and towels and fun stuff like that. Rose petals floating across the water. Take that photo. Remember, number three, you're selling the experience. Number five is more than one product. It's a suite of products. Comfort products. Remember how I said in number two that a bed isn't good enough, you need to make it look good, but it also has to feel good when you sleep. Quality of sleep matters. Let's take this beyond just the bed. Have a suite of pillows of different firmness and size. Some people are back sleepers, some people are side sleepers. Make sure that you have the pillow that is right for them. People will mention this in the comments. Also, blackout curtains are a must, and maybe even a weighted blanket. These are comfort features that people will absolutely love to see, and yes, you can show them in your photos. This will go a long way. Number six, let's get technical and let's be honest. Everybody has a smartphone, everybody has some AirPods, and they have a lot of cables. And managing all those cables and packing and unpacking and losing them is a hassle for people. So buy the bed, have a charging station. If you can make it a wireless charging station where someone can set their phone and set their AirPods on a tray and they both charge, maybe even their watch as well, you can take a photo of this and show it at work in your photos by the bed. Again, we're selling that experience. We're selling the convenience. This may not increase your booking percentage, but it will increase your bottom rate. Let me say it like this. Hot tubs are not in our top 10 amenities this year. Everybody knows hot tubs are great, but the cool thing about a hot tub and what I'm saying about these charging stations is as you lower your price on remaining days or in slow season, Having certain amenities puts you above everybody else as you drop down in price. Once you get below, say, $200 a night, there will be no one with hot tubs. So if you go below $200 a night with a hot tub, you're almost certainly going to get booked by the next customer that searches in your area. You're protecting your bottom rate. Charging stations like this in both the bedroom and or the kitchen show a tenure as a host, shows that you care about the details. And at a certain price point, everyone else gets sloppy. You're gonna look crispy and you're gonna get booked. Now this next one, my friends, isn't for the guest, it's for you. Because we're looking at products that can give our business a return on investment or profitability. And at the end of the day, all of this for our bottom line, it's defined not only by the money we make, but by the money we keep. And I discovered something terrible that I want to share with you. A couple of months ago, I was collecting bank statements for a new property acquisition, and I saw in my summary for that bank statement that I paid Chase Bank over $300 in fees for that 1 month. And upon further investigation, I find out that I am paying Chase Bank over $500 a month on average in fees for the privilege of giving them over $100,000 a month in cash to sit on. And if you're anything like me, you heard before that banks say, well, we charge you fees because you don't have enough cash in your account, so we need to charge you these fees to make up for the fact that it costs us money to hold your money. And that's why they have minimum balances and transaction limits. So I'm quitting Chase Bank and I'm joining Relay. Now, Relay's not a bank. It's actually a banking technology or banking platform. They're backed by a company called Threadbank. So instead of paying $500 a month to Chase Bank for holding my cash, I will pay Relay no transaction fee. Now, there are some things I have to tell you about Relay because they are a banking technology, financial related stuff that will be in the description down below right before this link where you can learn more about Relay. Let's get back to these amenities. All right, number 7, you can take this back from the bank, is the extra mile touches that no one else puts in their listing. Now, these are circumstantial. This does depend on your place. For example, when my girlfriend was traveling in Guatemala for a month, the Airbnb she stayed at had ponchos and umbrellas and all of the wet weather season stuff ready to go in the closet just in case someone visited during an inopportune time, because some people aren't prepared for the weather in Guatemala. They're tourists, they don't know any better. The ponchos went a long way. If there is anything special about your market that needs a little extra preparation, you can include those things. You could include snorkels or bikes or anything of the like depending on where you are. That could be nice. You can include a snack basket that people can dig into if your place tends to be somewhere people arrive after a long flight. You can add to your bedroom nice bottles of water or a dedicated water filter in the bedroom. You absolutely need filtered water no matter where you are. So at bare minimum, get a Brita, put it in the fridge, but you can go above and beyond with the little extra mile touches, like I said. Think about your space, think about your area, and what temporary items do people tend to forget that would make their stay better in the context of where you are. And for number 8, we're trying to deviate from what most hosts don't care about, which is wellness. And it's a growing trend that we can get in front of. If you supply yoga mats and a medicine ball and kettlebells, resistance bands, things like this, and even just one Apple box, you can have in a very small square footage, for not too much money, a whole wellness suite that people can stay fit while they travel. Our travelers care more about wellness and experience than ever. Remember, we're competing against hotels. Why do people choose Airbnbs? Well, people choose Airbnbs for their kitchen. Kitchen because they cook their own foods. A lot of times because they are dietarily conscious or that they are health nuts and they want to be able to make their own food and not be forced to eat out all the time. People who are diet conscious are health conscious, and those wellness add-ons will go a long way. Again, they show that you care. They show that you're proactive. They're showing that you're thinking about your guest and their needs, not just what can go in your pocket. Watch my previous video about effort for a deep dive into the psychology of what guests are actually looking for nowadays, because this is way different than 2015, don't you agree? Number 9, we're getting specific again to one type of guest, but this one type of guest is underserviced. People do not care about families nearly as much as you would expect. If you went on Airbnb right now, I welcome you to do that. On a computer, go search your area. Click on filters and go down to the family amenities and click a few family necessities like a crib or otherwise. Notice that there was a number on that bottom button for number of listings, and as you clicked on those amenities, the listings started to dry up. You'll notice that there's not enough listings servicing families, like there's not enough king beds on Airbnb. And what happens is when families travel, a lot of times in peak season, we have this uneven supply versus demand now, because all the families need the houses that have family stuff. But if they're underrepresented, that means your prices can go way, way up. And it's really cool to add more than just a crib. You should add some books and some toys, like some baby Einstein stuff, because like I said, with effort, you're showing this proactive proactive nature of care for your guests that most hosts, they just don't give. We're going above and beyond for an extra 20 or 40 bucks, and that says a lot for all of your future bookings. Just imagine that every time that you spent $100 on a creative add-on for guests that no one else gave, you can make an extra $10 a day for the rest of your Airbnb career. That $10 a day is nearly $4,000 a year. So every time you add something on that somebody else doesn't offer, and you can increase your daily rate on average or your total occupancy on average, you're printing cash on these little expenses because you're breaking away or deviating from what the masses do. You're becoming one of these one in a million listings. Now, as we get into number 10, you might have noticed a trend already, have you? That we have products that you could supply at a base level and get a basic result. But inside of what seems to be the same products that we buy all the time, we have a chance to make a slightly different decision and put in more effort on our listing and give a completely different experience to our guests and thus get a completely different result as a host. This level of effort is what leads into number 10. Let me remind you, please leave a like on this video if you found it valuable. Number 10 is you. The top amenity that any guest wants in 2025 is a host with a heart. The reason why is hotels have been clawing back their business from Airbnb, from short-term rentals. The people that are staying and giving Airbnb a chance or giving VRBO a chance are people who want a certain experience and a certain product that hotels cannot provide. Do not let these people down. They either want bigger places, they want more privacy, they want a caring host that's available, they want a thoughtful host that helps them with their travel, that gets in front of their needs and knows what they need for that local area. They want that local expert, they want your empathy, they want to be able to trust you. They want to feel like they're special to you, but they also want to be grateful for how special you are. They want the experience of an amazing host. So ask yourself, out of all of these amenities, did you put in low effort on your purchase? Is it time to make the upgrade? I want to encourage you to put in more effort this year, deviate from the masses who just care about the money, and you'll actually make all of the money because you care. If you're looking for another great inspiring video on how to Airbnb, watch this video on effort next. Thank you so much for watching this all the way through to the end. You're my favorite people, and as always, I'll see you on the other side.